Good morning and welcome to Newsviews. Hiring ex-offenders isn't just about giving someone a second chance. Some experts say it's a necessity, especially given the current strength of our economy. Unemployment is low, businesses are adding more jobs, but there are only so many workers to fill those jobs. According to one report, 6 million jobs nationwide are going unfilled. Ex-offenders could help fill that gap. And joining me to talk more about this, Jeff Korzenek, Chief Investment Strategist with Fifth Third Bank and an advocate for second chancers, and Victor Dixon, CEO of the Safer Foundation, which helps prepare ex-offenders for the workplace. Thank you both for joining me today. I really appreciate it. So let's talk a little bit about, Jeff, you work with Fifth Third Bank, and what is it about the economy right now that really makes it a necessity to make sure that ex-offenders are actually getting replaced back in employment?
Sure. We're simply running out of workers in the economy. The unemployment rate was released for the month of June on Friday. It's at 4%. We've been hovering in this high 3, low 4% level now for a number of quarters. That to us represents full employment. If the economy is going to continue to grow, we have to find new resources for employment. We think there are a couple of social ills that are barriers this time around: long-term unemployment, the opioid epidemic, and the incarceration recidivism cycle. We've been saying and sharing with the businesses that we bank that opioids are our biggest workforce problem, but ex-offenders, giving second chances, is our biggest resource.
Okay. And Victor, you guys train at the Safer Foundation. You get people into job training, and you help ex-offenders find that next path. What kind of training do you guys provide, and what do you see success stories out of that?
Well, Mark, we've been doing this work for 46 years, and we started working with employers. With the Portland Cement Company was the first company that we work with. And basically what we do is we look at the labor market information. We look at where there's a lot of demand in the industries in the local area that we're in. And we try to make sure that we prepare people for those jobs. We work with a couple of hundred employers. So we're working in manufacturing, we're working in construction. Within the last 3 years, have a lot of activity with healthcare, hospitals and clinics, with transportation companies, trucking companies, warehouses, food services and hospitality. Those are the areas where there's the most demand for jobs. And we want to get people the credentials they need to be able to get into career paths in those fields. It's a perfect match when you can do that.
And you guys have seen a lot of success in terms of numbers of people that you get placed. How many per year are you looking at?
Yeah, the last year we served about 6,000 people, and we had about 3,500 that were placed into private sector employment. And that's our focus, is getting them working in the private sector. Jeff said it. I mean, right now, businesses are looking for workers. There's an incredible demand. And to the degree that we can prepare people, get them ready, we're finding that they're doing very well. Employers are very pleased. They tend to be very loyal, very committed. They're very grateful for the opportunity, and they work hard. And it's hard to get them to move to some better job.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just going to refer back to your introduction. I really see myself not just an advocate for ex-offenders, but an advocate for our customers. They need labor resources to help grow their business, to continue to grow their business. My advocacy is just as much on their behalf, to find paths for them to find resources. And those resources, to our mind, our ex-offenders are some of the best resources they have.
And Victor's talking about placing 3,000 people a year. I mean, what does that do, big picture, in the economy, local and even more than that?
So the more people we can get in the workforce, the longer and faster we can grow this expansion. This expansion is long in the tooth. Everyone knows we've been growing since 2009. This makes it one of the longer lasting U.S. expansions. We believe that if this expansion ends early, it will be because of lack of labor.
What is that right person that you're looking for to help transition?
Well, the right person is that individual who has made a decision that they want to be involved in the economy and in the workforce. You can't force a person to do something that they're not ready to do. So we know that people age out of crime. That's number one. So some of the people who tend to be older tend to be more ready. But young people sometimes just just a brief encounter with the justice system is enough for them to say, look, I want to do something different. And so that person's willingness and readiness is very important. We take it from there. We assess where they are in terms of their education and their skills, their work experience, what they want to do, what their ambition is. And then we try and work with them to build their skills and prepare them with the soft skills they need as well as the hard skills they need to not only get a job, but to keep a job, because that's what's most important.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We'll stop it right there. We need to take a quick break here. We'll be back with more of a discussion after a short break.
Hey, if you like that video, be sure to subscribe to our ABC7 Chicago YouTube channel.